was back on Tuesday, and then yesterday it continued. Interesting results, and the betpreneurs, the betdingos, the investors actually worried because yesterday Manchester City broke hearts and broke pockets. And some people use their prepaid money to give Manchester City over 1.5. And it didn't go well. All right, we're bringing you results from Manchester City's game, and Pep Guardiola has actually been speaking. He it's a new format, and Inter came all the way from Italy to get a draw at the Etihad yesterday. And what has Pep been saying? We'll get to listen to him, and then of course Arteta as well. He this evening they are going to be in action against Monaco in the Champions League. Don't forget, for the first time they're going to play the Champions League on a Thursday. And what has he been saying on that? You know, Arteta would always be the man to give excuses. Well, let's see if he's going to bring some bars, drop some bars in there as well. And then we would also see Barcelona they've been so impressive. They've been my team of the season so far. Barcelona has played so well. Not so many big signings, but then they are doing well, playing brilliant football. And then we'll also be listening to Barcelona coach Hansen Flick. He's been speaking on the quality of his side in there. And then we'll then bring you, of course, some results from the Under-20 World Cup because it has promised. It's getting interesting. It is getting interesting and then exciting as well. So welcome on board. All right, now let's start out from health notes because the Baby Co Foundation successfully organized the walk to launch World Lungs Day and raise awareness about lung health and the importance of healthy and other events, which took place in Agyemang and drew hundreds of participants from various walks of life. Now, the walk themed Clean Air and then Healthy Lungs for All, aimed to educate the public about the risks associated with lung disease and the simple steps individuals can take to protect their lungs. So, Dr. Sarah Mwodwi, CEO of the Baby Co Foundation, has said that they want to draw attention to the factors that promote lung health and the things that negatively affect lung health. Let's get to listen to Dr. Sarah Mwodwi.
And the things that negatively affect lung health. We all need to breathe clean air. Statistically, more than 90% of the world's population, including Ghanaians, breathe air that is not clean. We are exposed to tobacco smoke. Our health systems are weak, and our climate is changing. The earth is getting warmer from the effects of humans. So these are the things that we want to talk about and link them to lung health and let people know that these things negatively affect lung health. So what should we do? We want our government to take action. We want communities to own the lands on which they are. We want them to try to keep our earth safe, prevent pollution, protect our climate from changing. We want people to take ownership of health as well. Vaccinate, be active, don't smoke tobacco, eat well. Those are the things that we want people to
Right, so World Lung Day was launched, and well, the day itself will be celebrated on the 25th of September, and then they are telling you that don't smoke tobacco, breathe in fresh air. So the Baby Co Foundation would host free lung test sessions in Agbogbloshie on September 20th and then September 25th. So get to the Agbogbloshie market on September 20th and then September 25th to go and then check the lungs and let them check your lungs for you. All right, now let's move on to the Champions League because yesterday Manchester City with the likes of De Bruyne, Erling Haaland, and all the stars, their new boy Savinho, and then of course Gundogan, who has come back from Barca. All the boys in there still couldn't beat Inter Milan yesterday. So Inter did very well and defended. They could have actually gone ahead to win the game if not for Damien, who decided to dilly-dally and he lost that chance. He was 1v1 with the goalkeeper. He decided to actually passed the ball instead, and he found a defender instead of a colleague there. So brilliant work from Inter Milan as they held Manchester City to a 0-0 draw. And Pep actually has been speaking. He says, see, it was a very difficult game. But then, interestingly, when he compares this game to that game of the Champions League 2 seasons ago, don't forget that Inter and Manchester City played in the Champions League final 2 seasons ago, and City won that game. Pep says this game was better than that Champions League game.
We faced a really difficult team and champion from Italy during the last 2 or 3 years, and top class team, physical, had all departments, have a good build up with Sommer and Bastoni and all the players, and transition, especially in the first half, that being alone without no pressure to the ball, you lose the ball. When that's happened against that team, they kill you. But I'm still really satisfied for the game we played, and defending how they defend. They are masters of that, so deep. They help each other unbelievably. So you cannot expect to create a lot of chances, but the chance we create the first half, one from Bernardo, and especially second half, so clear. And in this type of games, the difference is that we play much better than the 2 years ago, the final against them in the final Champions League. Yeah, I like everything on my team today, everything. And yeah, a little bit, we prefer to win, but yeah, still 7 games, we'll see what happens.
Right, so of course there are still 7 games. Yes, that is the format now, the new format now. We'll see what happens. That is what Pep Guardiola is actually saying there. So it was a very tight game, and so when you want to look at the table and then where City are, well, City actually going to play their next game is going to be against Slovan. Yes, Slovan. They would play in the Champions League against Slovan Bratislava, and they are in Slovakia. And then City would also go on to play Spartak Praha. So easy fixtures, and then City would then meet Sporting away. So easy fixtures for City there, and then there's Feyenoord in there as well, and then they would also take on Juventus. So it promises to be an easy one for Manchester City. Let's see how it goes for them. But then if you want to see where Manchester City are on the table, it is now a league log, not Group A. Manchester City lie 14th with just 1 point in there. Now, other results: Bologna played out a 0-0 draw with Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic beat Slovan by 5-1. Club Brugge were home and lost to Borussia Dortmund by 3-0. PSG beat Girona by 1-0. A late howler from goalkeeper of the Spanish side. Now, let's move to today's fixtures. Red Star Belgrade will take on Benfica, and then Feyenoord would play Leverkusen. Would see AS Monaco take on Barcelona, and then coach Hansen Flick has been speaking ahead of the game, and he believes that his side, they are a very good side.
I think we played really good. It's like the idea when we start here with the team, training with the team pre-season, and so I think we did it good, and I also can see that how we press, how the intensity is with the team. It's good, it's fantastic, but I know also I can see when I arrived that the team has a very good quality. So we start with the young players. We start with some players were 15 years old. Now they are 16 years old, and then after the experienced players or the national players arrived, and then the quality was give us the next step. It's unbelievable, and we really enjoy what we see every day. This is what I can say. It's nothing. It has nothing to do.
All right, we'd also see Atalanta take on Arsenal, and then Atletico Madrid would play Leipzig in there. And in the Under-20 World Cup, this dawn, Japan beat Netherlands by 2-0 in the semi-finals. And then the US of A actually lost to North Korea by 1-0. So the final, North Korea would take on Japan, and Asian derby in there. All right, that'll be all for sports. My name is Jones Adzi. The morning show continues. Don't forget to join us on the game at 1 p.m.